Very good afternoon, everyone. My name's Charlie Watts. I'm the module coordinator for the placement modules. Thank you so much for coming along. I'd just like to put in a quick thank you, and I'm sure they'll be thanked again throughout the afternoon, but Claudia and Eliana run Creative Careers. They are our placement team as such. This event is happened because of their hard work, so I just want to give them a quick thank you very early on for making all this happen today. I'm going to hand over to our keynote speaker, Simon Brookes, Associate Dean student, looking very smart, I must say. Hello, Simon. Over to you.
Thanks, Charlie. Keynote speakers sort of building it up a little bit too much, I think. I just want to just welcome everyone, really, and just this is just an opportunity to say thank you for all the hard work that everyone's been doing over the last year or so and continues to do to encourage our students, like you, to go out on placement years. I thought I'd be modern and keep my notes on my mobile phone because I've seen like young people do this. This could be a disaster. If anybody could print this out for me quickly, that would be really good. So anyway, look, this is the placement celebration event. This is my favourite event of the year. And I really mean that sincerely. It's you might think that I've come dressed for a wake and not for a celebration event, but once a goth, always a goth. So this really, as I said, is just an opportunity to welcome all of our students back and to celebrate the success that you've all achieved in this amazing placement year. And I think it's also an opportunity to just take a moment to pause and reflect on, what it is that you've all achieved this year. You will know more than me that this placement year is a sort of a deeply transformative event for you. It's an experience that will have changed you completely. So you'll be a different person, I'm absolutely sure of it, on return to the person that went out and started looking for that placement, over 12 months ago. We know this for sure. We know that placement students come back brimming with confidence, with all that experience of going out into the world of work, and also with a sort of a new focus for your final year of study, if you are moving into your final year of study. What we also know is that our placement year students, because of this, they tend to be the students that get the best degrees. So I expect you all to be getting firsts, no pressure, but we do see that effect, and I think it's really amazing that we see that, and I do think that's a testament to the impact that this placement year has on you. So it's not only amazing for your CV, it's also going to be amazing for you in terms of how you achieve and how you apply yourself in your final year of your studies. Regardless, though, of the work that you did, I think going out on a placement also demonstrates sort of that you've got a particular character. For a start, it's really difficult to apply for a placement year. You've got to make the decision. It's a really competitive process. You have to go through all the application stuff. You have to go through interview. And so to gain a placement, that sort of demonstrates that you've got real drive and determination. And then, you decided to go on a placement. And for a lot of people, that means, in fact, for all of you, that means having to leave your cohort. You left your group of other students on your course. A lot of them would have been your friends. That's an enormous thing to decide to do. And that will demonstrate that you have real courage and you have a capacity to sort of take risks. And then some of you will have had to move to a new location, new parts of the world, completely new routines, meeting new people, working for people, bosses, deadlines, all that sort of stuff. And that demonstrates amazing resilience and, again, incredible courage. And so all of this, regardless of the amazing work experience that you've had, is going to set you apart from graduates who haven't done this. And employers are going to be falling over themselves when you graduate to give you a job. It mitigates the risk that employers have. They know that you're a tested, trusted person and you can come and get on with the job because of the experience that you've had. So that's incredible. I was just also reflecting on myself as an 18, 19, 20-year-old, which was probably just over 10 years ago now. But there's no way I would have done this. I absolutely never would have had the courage to do what you've done. So I'm in awe of all of you for what you've done. And I think you should give yourselves a massive round of applause for doing that. So let's do that now. So well done. I genuinely mean it. It's amazing. What an achievement. I'd also like to take the opportunity to thank the employers for giving you all, the students, these amazing opportunities. It's a risk for employers to take students, but we know that you provide them with something that they don't have, new insights, energy, ideas, innovation, all of that sort of stuff. So even though it may be a bit of a risk, we know that there's an enormous value for employers on taking placement students. But I'd like to say just thank you to our employers. So let's give our employers a round of applause. Thank you so much. And finally, none of this would happen without the amazing support of my colleagues here at the university. And Charlie's already said it, but in particular, a massive thank you to Eliana and Claudia, who run our creative careers team. They work absolutely tirelessly to find placement opportunities and to support you through the application process and while you're out on placement. It never stops, and they do an incredible job. We're really proud of the work that they do, and none of this would happen without them. So can we just take a moment to give them a round of applause? There's going to be a lot of applause this afternoon. And last but not least, I'd like to thank our academic colleagues that support the students when they're out on placement. So I'd like to thank Charlie for the work that he does as the module coordinator, but also to all the placement tutors who support you when you're out, checking in that everything's okay and supporting self-employed placement year students as well. So thanks to all of our academic colleagues. We'll pause for one last thank you. And I'd just like to thank this amazing TV crew for the work that you're doing today and helping us to make this such a special event. So one last round of applause, and I'm going to shut up. Thank you very much. Okay, so we're moving on, and am I moving over to you, Charlie and Eliana? Great, okay, thank you. I'm going to move out of the way now. Thank you, bye.
Thank you, Simon. Okay, so we are moving now to start to continue with the program. Oh, sorry. And I would like to invite Jamie Nash, our current placement ambassador, to share with you his experience while on placement. Jamie?
Good afternoon, everybody. For those of you in the room who don't know who I am, my name's Jamie, and I'm a Level 6 film production student and also placement ambassador. First of all, I just wanted to say a massive congratulations to everybody who's returning from a placement year this year. It's a really significant milestone in the road to postgraduate employability, and I'm sure that it has brought with it a wealth of new skills, industry relations, and experiences that are sort of outside the classroom. So I've been asked to talk a little bit about my own personal placement experience. So I worked for 12 months at a small videography, editing and motion graphic design company based in London called Totem. I started working at Totem in July 2022, and I was immediately welcomed by a really nice team of people who have always had my back and have had my interests at heart, and who have helped me to test and consider the avenue within the wider media industry that I wish to pursue. So while my experience of Totem was daunting at first, going into a new place with new people, and I didn't really know what to expect, I'd never done this before. I had to get the tube for the first time in the morning, which was an absolutely terrifying experience for me. I slowly began to call sort of London my home for the year, and I've made many amazing memories there over my year in industry. My work at Totem has broadened my horizons massively. As well as working in London in the office, I've been fortunate enough to have travelled to a lot of places for my work, around Europe, Brussels, Vienna, Barcelona, some of my favourites, for various filming projects, and I've met lots of exciting people there, some famous faces from BBC News that I've worked with, so just a really incredible experience. My colleagues and managers at Totem have all been absolutely instrumental in teaching me new skills and software that I was unfamiliar with originally. Software like Adobe After Effects that I really wanted to learn but hadn't had the opportunity thus far. And they have really generously offered real paid industry work that's enabled me to showcase these new skills they've taught me. And I'm really, really grateful for their mentorship. Alongside this, I've also had the chance to develop my soft skills, from learning office etiquette and culture to finding confidence to share and discuss my personal creative ideas during Totem's creative meetings. These skills and experiences will remain high on my CV and will hopefully be really useful in securing future career opportunities. The work into animation, marketing, brand design, live streaming, editing and video that I've completed will supplement my studies here really nicely, and I think I can speak to everybody here when I say that I will definitely be using these skills to benefit my Level 6 projects. Finally, I'd like to say a massive thank you to Eliana, Claudia and the entire Creative Careers team for all of the invaluable support that they've given me in not only sourcing my placement, but giving me advice on how to tailor my CV and cover letters, and all the support they've given me while I've been on my placement as well. Whenever I've needed them, they've been there for me. I'd like to thank all my managers at Totem for all the really kind support they've given me and all the skills they've provided over the last year. Thank you.
So just to say, every year, once all the placement reviews come in, I get an opportunity to see everyone's amazing experience. And genuinely, all experiences are amazing and they're humbling to read.
Okay, so we will start with the award ceremony for today. I need my glasses. We got a variety of awards. This is to thank from our academics, from our employers, and recognize the students' work. It's really hard for Charlie and myself to go through this because from our point of view, the fact that you guys did a placement that makes you a winner immediately, obviously, we like to recognize particular students and we like the fact that some of our employers have submitted nominations. So don't feel disappointed if you were not nominated today or if indeed you are not a winner, you are a winner in our hearts. But we will start first with the category of the most supportive academic to work placements. This award recognizes the support that CCI staff provide to students throughout the placement process. The judges chose this member of staff for their tireless work to promote the placement option and support the students throughout the process. Drum roll, please. Thank you. And the winner is Neil Hunt, course leader from the BA Film Production.
Any words? Just,
Would I like to say any words? Only just to kind of echo really what has kind of already been said, but really that our work placement students are kind of the best advert we can for kind of work placements and experience. I think just the stories, kind of sharing those with other students really kind of, I think, normalises that idea that we can go out and we can do this and do this for a year. And I just think that's such a valuable experience. And I'll definitely be tapping up our current work placement students to kind of talk about that for our students in Level 5 this year. Thank you very much, and thank you again to the Creative Careers team as well for that. Thank you very much.
We move on to the next category. And now we are going to make an award for the academic course most engaged with placements during this year. This award recognizes the course which had the most engaged number of students looking actively for placements and work experience during the academic year 2022-2023. And the award goes to the BA Honors Architecture. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Well done. Thank you.
You will have a more later, but this is for architecture.
I've got a really long narrative to do later, but I'll just say that when I was working in architecture, School of Architecture, with interior architecture and design students and architecture students when they're on placement, it's probably one of the highlights of my career, and I really enjoyed it. And I know that the guys that are doing it now in the School of Architecture are also enjoying it as much. So thank you very much.
Thank you. Right, now we go to award the categories for the Self-Employed Placement of the Year. We will start with the Self-Employed Mentor of the Year award. This award recognizes a SEP mentor. The judge shows this member of staff for the tireless work as a mentor for the self-employed placement student and support contributions throughout the year. The award goes to Sarah Houghton, course leader of BA Graphic Design. I'm not sure Sarah is here with us today, but we will make sure she received her award and certificate. Okay, now we go to the Self-Employed Placement Student of the Year award. This award recognizes the significant impact students have made as part of the self-employed placement. Nominations were put forward by the SEP mentors. Before we say the winners, I would like to call all the nominees to the stage. The nominees are Ella Rofi, Joanna Ungurano, Matthew Lingham, Miles Delimore, George Smith, and Eliska Esprilanska. And the winner is Ella Rofe, freelance graphic designer. Do you want to say anything?
No pressure.
No.
Well done.
I hadn't
Sit
even
down.
prepared, I'm sorry. Thank you so much.
Okay, so now we're going to say thank you to all of our placement providers. So we just have, as a recognition to all of our providers, we have put a few of the images of their logos there. Thank you so much for the support that you provide continuously to our students. A few more of our providers. Hopefully the students will be able to recognize their own employers. And a few more. Okay, so the Placement Provider of the Year award. This award recognizes the significant support employers have offered as placement providers. We have two categories, one for a large employer and another one for small employers. Nominations were put forward by the students themselves. The Placement Provider of the Year award for a large employer goes to Waitrose and the John Lewis Partnership. I'm not sure anyone from Waitrose is here today. They were coming, but I'm guessing the train strike stopped them from doing so. We will make sure they receive their award. Now, the Placement Provider of the Year award for the SME goes to Millstream Production.
Yeah, so Millstream is a great company for investing in young people. And I know that because 2 years ago, I just finished my own placement at the University of Portsmouth. And I was able to use the skills that I learnt there in my new role as an animator at Millstream. And I've been developing ever since to the point where I've been able to take on my own placement students. So yeah, thank you very much.
Now we are going to talk about global placements. And to do that, we would like to invite Martin Andrews, Associate Dean, Global Engagement and Education Partnerships.
Hello. Thank you very much. I think I've probably got the longest title in the world. But as the title says, I look after all things global, all things international within the faculty of CCI. And I'm very pleased to share a small story with you. So there are two categories today which are linked to global for the placements. There's the best international student on placement, and there's the best student on placement abroad. And we'll look at the names of the students later. So again, there'll be a voucher and a certificate. But I just wanted to share with you, to start with, a short story about how global experiences can change people's lives, okay? And I've been wanting to tell this story publicly for a while now. So here goes. Right. It's got nothing to do with Charlie or me, so it's okay, you can relax. Okay. So I first heard about this particular student and their desire to travel to Peru in March 2022. There were particular issues around University of Portsmouth insurances to cover this student's travel and placement to work with a charity in Peru as a volunteer. So this student persisted, overcame the paperwork, and went to Peru as part of the self-employed placement abroad as a freelance photographer. In late spring 22, risk assessments were completed. These things need to happen, you know, otherwise nothing gets done, okay? And off the student went to Peru. And I thought that would be the last I'd heard about that student until they returned. I was wrong, by the way. So I thought, okay, let's fast forward the story until January 23. The student had been embedded in Peru for a few months, Instagram page fully updated, fantastic photographs. So while the student had been in Peru, changes had started to happen, I'm sure, in that student's life, but also at a Peruvian government level. And so, civil unrest spreads throughout Peru, out of the major metropolises, into the towns and villages, and arrives on our student's doorstep. Sensibly, the student decides to exit Peru via mountains, mountain passes, roadblocks, burning tyres, border control, barbed wire, fences. Again, check out Instagram. It's very well reported. Bolivia, Argentina, backpacking in a camper van, travelling with like-minded hosts who were also trying to exit the country, and onwards to Patagonia and Chile, and later, after a breather, just to catch their breath, on to Patagonia. And in the meantime, back in Portsmouth, it's a Sunday. Charlie Watts texts me, "Have you heard from the student?" Ensuing conversations between Eliana, myself, Charlie, other colleagues around CCI, the insurance officers, Deputy Vice-Chancellor Chris Chang, our best friend, and the travel team as well, as we try and locate our student who is gallantly exiting the country where she was residing. It all worked out in the end. It was fantastic. This student continued their self-employed placement, but not in Peru, as I said, and collected some fantastic reportage photos along the way. And I am very, very sure that these experiences will have shaped our students' view of the world forever. Now, throughout our students' journey, when they were speaking to Eliana and I, online or on the telephone, there was a serene calmness. And I'm very, very sure that in the background, beyond that facade, there were some fairly major doubts and uncertainties, but that never came across. So global travel, in conclusion, can be impactful and can shape lives, but not always as dramatically as the experiences encountered by our lovely student who went off across South America. End of story. Yeah.
So following on that, we would like to present the Best International Student on Placement Award to... So I explained the category, sorry. This award recognizes international students who have excelled during their placement by going above and beyond their duties as recognized by their team members. This award will be presented by the Associate Dean, Global Engagement and Education Partnerships. And the Best International Student on a Placement is Elizabeth Ayaji.
I don't have much to say, but I was really happy to go on this placement in my kind of gap year between second year and third year, and I would kind of advise any second year that wants to do a placement to do it, because it was a great experience for me.
Yeah, that's it. Thank you. We also have a category for the best student on placement abroad. This award recognizes students that have excelled while on a placement abroad. The award will be presented once again by our Associate Dean, Global Engagement and Education Partnerships. And you might not be surprised to hear that the best student on a placement abroad is Eliska Esprilanska for her experience in Peru.
I know I didn't look like I was backpacking Peru, but yeah. Thank you so much for all the help from the global team and from the creative careers. And I know that my journey wasn't typical, and again, sorry for the drama, but it was fun. I swear it was good. But yeah, thank you so much.
Okay, we continue. We have a few more categories and then we will finish and we can start celebrating. So now we are moving to the Placement Student of the Year Award, the Work Placement. This award recognizes the significant contributions students have made to their host organization, and nominations were put forward by the companies. Before we say who the winner is, I would like to invite all the nominees to the stage. Please join us if you are around when you hear your name. Ruben Batala. Harry Letheren. Samuel Barker. Libby Bibbon. Owen Davis. Elizabeth Ajaji. Alice Finn. Jamie Nash. Louis Rebol Ested. Paris Hinton. Catherine White. Max Watson. Cesar Moreira. Megan Jones. Fabio Pereira. And Yassan Al-Sayed. Well done, guys. And the winner of the Placement Student of the Year Award for the School of Creative Technologies goes to Ruben Batala.
Yeah, I don't really know what to say, but doing a placement was life-changing, I would say. It really gave me the confidence. I was quite a shy person, still am, but going into the office, working with different people, meeting new people has given me the confidence and sort of the frame of mind that I can do it, so anyone can do it. And yeah, it was such a great experience. I do miss it. It feels weird being back at uni, but I'm excited to see what the year ahead has to bring. And I couldn't have done it without the placement at Avanti West Coast. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Thank you.
Now, the Placement Student of the Year Award for the School of Art, Design and Performance goes to Alice Finn.
I don't have much to say, but I just want to say a big thank you to Eliana and everyone else at the Creative Careers, because I couldn't have managed to get the placement without them.
The Placement Student of the Year Award for the School of Architecture goes to Marley Ward.
Thank you. Don't know what to say. I do think that placement's really helped me out, and I do encourage everyone to encourage those around them to do it. So, yeah. Thank you.
And finally, the Placement Student of the Year Award for the School of Film, Media and Communication goes to Michaela Kenny.
Yeah, just going to echo what everyone else has said, really. You know, placement's been an amazing experience to work in the industry for a year. Thank you to everyone that's helped us all to achieve our placements and to thrive in the industry. So, yeah.
My name is Ruben Batalha. I'm originally from Portugal, Portuguese parents, and I studied creative media technologies.
My name is Thomas. I study film production at University of Portsmouth, and I'm from Watford.
My name is Elizabeth Ajayi, and I was born in Italy, and I study architecture at the University of Portsmouth.
So I work for Avanti West Coast. They run a train service across the West Coast main line. What I do specifically, I work within the direct retailing team. So basically the whole team itself takes charge of ticket vending machines, the website and the mobile app that we have on both Android and iOS.
So I work in the US sales team. I work in the editing side, so I work with the video content expert who kind of oversees what I edit in a day.
Creative Careers gave me a lot of support, looking at my CV, giving me advice. Creative Careers really guide you. They sort of give you suggestions of how you can improve your CV and your cover letter as well.
The Creative Careers Department supported me throughout this placement finding process. I work for the House of Commons, and specifically I work within the project delivery team. My role as a student project leader involves assisting my team with procuring bits of software that they may need, collating presentations, which has been really exciting.
It gives you the time to understand what you really want with a career, and having this extra year or this extra time can definitely either cement passions that you already have for a certain part of your studies.
A lot of my tutors and lecturers helped me in terms of my CV, and not only that but motivation. The placement application process can be quite lengthy, and when you start getting some rejections, because it is a really competitive market, they help you with motivation and they push you to keep going, and they really just help you push through.
At first it's quite a jump because you're a bit of a stranger, but myself, I really enjoyed it. I like travelling. It felt quite natural, something I was more excited to come.
I'm 100% satisfied that I've gone onto a placement year, as it has met all of my expectations. I've been able to prepare myself for the last year of my degree while also collecting so many useful experiences that I would have never had if I didn't go on to placement.
There's so many benefits to doing a placement. It builds your confidence, it builds your skills, it builds your knowledge on what you want to do, and it helps you sort of discover yourself.
I would like to call to the stage Ruben, Elizabeth, and Thomas, just to say thank you for your participation on the video, please. Okay. So this brings us to the end. Thank you so much for all the team and the faculty for supporting absolutely everything, from helping us organize the event today to the preparation of the video. Martin, Rachel, Max, Toby, Jordan, apologies if I'm forgetting any of you, Paul, Rob. We are a small team within Creative Careers, but actually you make us a bigger team. We are part of the faculty and we all work together. Congratulations to all of you, to the students. Please, you are, even if you didn't win today, you are a placement ambassador and you always will. So please fly high the flag of the placements and creative careers. For all of you, you all will receive a certificate recognizing your achievements, so please make sure you go and speak with Claudia before you go. You got the certificate for your placement. But yes, let's just start celebrating. We got some nibbles and drinks there. Congratulations all and thank you for coming.